feel like I've had moments where I felt like real sadness.
Yes,
And this, I
yeah.
just felt like, all right,
Oh,
you got to get rid of him now. And now he's going to go. And then it was just sort of like dead, 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 done.
right, right.
And I was happy because I was like, this is enough. I'm done.
And also, I just felt more sickened by the blood and all of that, and also just I felt like I was more. This is what I said once about Steven Spielberg and why I think he's so talented as a director. He disappears. He's invisible because he's really authentic to the story, and the eye is, because the person behind the camera is the eye of the story.
Right.
They're the one who's seeing and their energy and the way they see things gets onto your screen and what you watch. And there's only some people I want to hang out with, right? Like I
Yeah.
want to hang out with people who have a view that I'm willing to sit with for a while and that feels conscionable. Some auteurs or directors are not people I want to hang out with, and their vision of the world is like, I don't care how big your name is, how much money you made, who you know, none of that matters to me. Do I want to
Yeah.
sit with you for 2 hours? Because I'm essentially sitting with that director and hanging out. I'm getting a
Yes.
really deep view into the way they look at the world.
That point of view. And I didn't want to hang out with anybody.
I wasn't happy in that world. I was like, it's
Or
really more about,
entertained in the way that I would want to be absorbed, at least. Even if it's not like, it was sort of not as engaging in
yeah,
a way that I felt like more focused on the movie. Because it's like, yeah, I don't have to
yeah,
like all these characters. I could be like not liking anyone, but still be really absorbed by a movie because it's
yeah.
just the way the storytelling is. This just felt a little too dissonant.
More form and less substance. A lot of form.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, that's what it is.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
very stylistic, but since I didn't care that much for the style, it left me with not a lot else. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm in general, I can see some people are really moved by technology style. Look at what this thing can do. Look at what that
and
thing
it
can do.
can be.
But
I
I'm,
can say like it's an
and
interesting cinematic thing, or I
yeah.
can appreciate that. But this, I was kind of like, no thanks.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
did their best.
Even if it
Job
doesn't
well done.
as pretty, but you have these really emotionally poignant performances in any film, right? Or art. I'm like,
Yeah, I
even if
never
it
really
comes
felt it.
in some like crumbly book cover, but there's like a lot of depth, I'm more substance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just didn't feel that. I didn't have any character that I was like, I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. Same.
It was like, I'm just waiting for you all to basically kill each other.
Right. Yeah. Let's just see this play itself out. Yeah.
Basically.
I'm not
With
invested.
some weird house music or whatever the hell some of those heavy like beats that they would
Right.
have come on.
Yeah. Like the emotional investment's not there. So speaking of that, let's look at because we have to shut up at some point, right? Like we can't talk
Yep,
forever. I mean, we could talk forever, but no one would want to listen to it. I think
I agree.
I sent you,
Let's not be 2000 Hamlet.
yeah. So I sent you this script.
Yes, let's see if I can find it again.
Uh, I I whip these up like it's like a little food item or something. I'm like, ooh, what kind of idea can I come up with to give a new vision that's a more feminine lens to a lot of the mass? And I don't even know if I want to call it feminine, but I always add a
I
woman in
get
there
it.
some interesting way.
Sure. I mean, it's kind of in the best way hokey,
Yes, yes,
like,
yes, yeah. I like that.
like,
I think that would
okay,
capture me. I should have that as a bumper sticker. She's in the best way, Hokey.
in the best way hokey. Pokey, turn yourself
I think
around.
that captures me. I mean, not. I think that's me in a nutshell, probably.
Yeah, I
But
get
there's
it,
exceptions to the rule. There's always exceptions. Okay.
as we know. I've
Yeah.
got it.
Even my wig I'm wearing right now, like in the best way, Hokey.
Fair enough. Yes. You like a good prop. You're a prop artist.
Prop parts. All right. So we have this short script called Other Dimensions, a
Yes.
short script in the aftermath of Hamlet's death. I made it very, wordish, word longish. And
Because brevity is the soul of wit.
right. And that's a great line.
He has a lot of good lines that stand
Well,
up.
yes, he's got
They
something.
give him a lot, actually.
I just want him to be Michael Keaton. All right, so characters here are Hamlet and Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
The setting is the afterlife. It's a long and dusty road with one big tree. And Hamlet wears jeans and a beat up pair of sandals, a wrinkled plaid button down shirt, and is carrying a green backpack. Maya Angelou wears a black dress with red trim and images of horses, which she got from a Madagascar fashion retailer. Hamlet is sitting under a tree when Maya Angelou walks up to him. So, McGraw, do you want to be Hamlet or Maya Angelou?
Oh, I want to be Hamlet.
Oh, you like knew from the beginning you wanted to be Hamlet. Okay.
I read through it and I thought that's what I'd go for.
Okay.
Also, I don't feel comfortable trying to take on Maya.
Maya Angelou. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in the world of the imagination here. So it's all fragmentary pieces of essences of source that we're putting into a
Yes.
script. So I'm not pretending that I
Well,
oh,
you're Maya Frangelo.
oh, that's a good way of putting it. But that makes it sound like I'm not giving her the full.
No, but it's an homage.
And it's an afterlife because she's not here. You know what I mean? So
True. Neither is
she's
Hamlet.
up there. She's up there helping people. You know it. Up there, down there, over and around, whatever.
Beyond.
Yeah, because I'm not saying heaven has to be
Of
above the
course not.
clouds
We
because
don't need to turn it into that. It's just whatever.
okay. So
Characters.
imagining how would Maya Angelou treat Hamlet in the afterlife? Here we go. You start with Hamlet.
Okay. Oh, woe is me. Bewoe my woeliness. Bewoe the woes that ever were for me and my family, and the noble state of which I previously resided.
Woe is you, huh?
Woe is the woeness of woeing.
Why are you so unhappy? Do you need some water or something?
No, my lady. I have an environmentally recycled water bottle in my backpack.
Okay, well, what else is it you need?
My lady, I can't tell you. My woes are too great to reveal to a stranger on the road.
Well, weren't you just praying to God? Jesus specifically?
My lady, how did you know that? And where did you get such a wonderful dress? If I were still a human being, I would fall upon the ground and kiss the maker of that dress. I should like all ladies to wear it.
Thank you. You asked for God and I showed up. Think that's a coincidence?
Be it not so.
Why are you so angry and upset?
My worries, my woes are too burdensome to say out loud.
Well, honey, you're dead now. Let's start fresh for this next life. What do you want to go back to? Or, sorry, what do you want to go back as onto planet Earth?
What is this miracle of which you speak? I can be alive again? I can deign, pun intended, to believe that I will have another life on the planet which I know so well? These 2 feet planted firmly on rock and soil?
My, you are a dramatic one, aren't you?
Please tell me what you know. What did Jesus Christ himself tell you to share with me?
Jesus Christ himself says from my 2 lips, you are going to go back down and make art that celebrates mothers because you were rather mean to yours.
My lady, whoever you are, you have no idea of the poison of which you speak. My mother was a harlot and a tramp.
Whether she was or she was not, she deserved better treatment from you. It is not what others do to us or around us that defines us, boy. It is what we say and do ourselves. You are responsible for making a mess. Your next life, you're going to have to clean it up.
I cannot conceive of this.
Conceive of it or don't. It's what's going to happen. I just answered your prayer. Now, if you don't mind, I have a party to get to.
A party? May I come to this party? Who will be there? What gods and kings might I meet at this miraculous party in the afterlife?
I don't know anything about gods and kings, but it's me and Frida Kahlo and a few people whose names you probably haven't heard of. We are gathering for supper.
May I beseech your grace to allow me a seat at this supper?
You are lucky I am a kind, loving, generous woman.
I believe it so.
Stand up, wipe the dirt off of your pants. Do you have some deodorant?
No. What is deodorant?
We'll get some on the way. You're lucky, boy. I will tell you that. You are just having a very lucky day.
I believe it.
Maya Angelou and Hamlet walk down the road until they reach the wall of the next dimension, wherein jazz is playing and supper is simmering on the stove. It is an ethereal realm that looks a lot like Coyoacan, Mexico. I am not sure
I
how.
had to wonder
I
what
looked
that
it
was about.
what that's where Frida Kahlo was living, and Frida Kahlo's at the dinner. So Coyoacan, Mexico.
Walking.
Having dinner in Mexico because Frida Kahlo would.
Oh, I honestly did not connect that. I was just like, oh, she's seen that place in Mexico before, so she'll know how to say it.
Cool. I didn't. I haven't been to Mexico. Coyoacan. I looked it up, and now it's Coyoacan.
I feel like it would be Koyak. Koyak.
Coyoacan.
We can't keep saying it. We're not good.
Frida Kahlo.
No Almaderas.
Frida, Frida Kahlo's hometown.
Did you get my pun intended?
Wait, what did you say?
When so dumb. When I said man, hold on, where was it? Uh what? Yes, where it's what is this miracle of which you speak? I can be alive again. I can Dane, pun intended, because he's a Dane. Because it's Denmark,
Oh,
who believe that I will have another life.
that's so cool. DEIGN and DANE.
And Dane, yeah. It's so dumb, but when I read it, I was like, if I'm the Hamlet, I'm absolutely saying
You got it. You got to work with what you got there. I mean,
I know I am, and I enjoyed it.
my goodness. I just want you to know that sometimes I feel like a person who's on her own boat, who's like, I'm going to find my own channel to float down. And then I find it and I'm like, I really like this channel. And you get in the boat with me and we are on it together. And I'm just so grateful because
Rowan,
not many, not many would get on this chat. I don't know. Like, it's for the elite, really. I mean, it's
of
elite.
course, of
It's
course.
a very
Flights of
hidden secret
fancy.
channel, and you get to get on the boat with me, and I'm just so grateful.
I know. Well, one day we'll get on that Viking riverboat cruise
Yeah, the Viking riverboat cruise is step up. We're gonna get on that.
when we're very elevated at 50.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna get on the elevated, the elevated, the
When
elevation
we're like, I guess Gertrude age, or maybe we are already, and our heyday is done,
elevation.
according to Hamlet.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, once again, we have um done some real digging into the heart and soul of a fictionalized character in a film, and a story that's completely made up, but yet reflects something about the human experience that we can all hopefully relate to.
Mhm.
It is somehow a microcosm for the family unit as well as the governmental political atmosphere we find ourselves in over and over and over again throughout the
Yes.
generations. Um,
And Ethan Hawke makes for a good Hamlet. You
yes,
just don't always love Hamlet, but he's okay with playing an anti-hero. Think Troy in Reality Bites, but Shakespeare.
that is a very good summation.
A lot of anger, a lot of dad issues,
Yeah.
very sarcastic.